we do something different with our person, or in this case, persons of the week. We choose the entire population of a state. The people of North Dakota love their state. Granted, there aren't a lot of them, and while the plains are beautiful, they're rather desolate and windswept, and it is pretty cold. But if you're going to complain about any of those things, you'd better be from North Dakota. Come in from outside and criticize, and you've stepped on a hornet's nest. So when National Geographic published an article that called the North Dakota prairie empty and said some parts of the state are in irreversible decline, littered with dead towns, North Dakotans got their dander up.
The article is way off the mark. I mean, they wanted to do an article about a bygone era of farming, but it came across as an article about North Dakota today, and that's why people have pushed back.
And the governor's objections were mild compared to talk radio.
These guys are a bunch of idiots. They don't know nothing.
That's horrible. I'm hurt.
And you should have seen what appeared on National Geographic's website. I was appalled by the article, wrote a man from Fargo. Becky Sahlberg wants the magazine to come back, this time with your dark glasses removed. Some people were grateful. We'd like to keep North Dakota as America's best-kept secret, and your drivel will help us do just that, wrote one lady.
There's a lot more to North Dakota than barren landscapes and rundown towns and cities.
That's not what North Dakota is like. It's what little bits and pieces of it are like. But there's a lot more going on here than the article implied.
Now, National Geographic defends their article. It was never intended to be an in-depth look at the economy of North Dakota, said the magazine, just a look at the rural North Dakota landscape. But that hasn't cooled any tempers.
National Geographic, it's damage is done. You know, you don't put the genie back in the bottle.
In years past, I think the people of North Dakota would have looked at an article like that and said, you know, there are challenges here, and so we'll just kind of let it go. We have a warm, wonderful state.
Governor, I've got to interrupt you on that warm part. The high was -6 today in Fargo, but you go ahead.
We have beautiful scenery. We have great hunting and fishing and outdoor activities. We're the safest state in the nation. We have great education. This is just a great place to raise a family.
Lois Ewerts may sum it up best.
I think it's the spirit of the people who live here. They really seem to care about each other.
And so we choose the citizens of North Dakota. And you have to love a state whose state drink is milk. We note North Dakota is the only state never to have experienced an earthquake. That was until National Geographic came along.